Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of A Different Point of View. I'm KonateLilas, your host, and without further ado, let's get into today's topic. So today's topic is, has the left gone way too far left? And before I really get into this, I just want to say welcome to the Conservative Party, because many of you who have voted Democrat, who have voted Democrat your entire life, guess what? You are now a conservative. Congratulations to you. Because what the left has done, they have gone so far left, is that people who were never a conservative are now conservatives. So guess what? If you take a big company like Disney, right, where you can't use the term ladies and gentlemen, you can't use the term boys and girls. If you use terms, people, like ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guess what? You are a horrible person and you are a conservative. Welcome.
Developing tonight, big changes coming to Disneyland. Disney is doing away with gendered greetings throughout the park and resort. Gone are ladies and gentlemen or boys and girls. Instead, cast members who recorded messages will use hello everyone or hello friends, like Jim Nance says at the Masters.
Okay, I've got to rant for a minute. Just when I thought school couldn't get any weirder, it did today. I'm a sub, and the most important thing we do is take rolls so the school gets paid. So I'm looking at the seating chart as I'm going up and down the rows and marking who's here and who's not. I get to the third row and I hear this meow. Excuse me? Excuse me? I start looking on the ground. Go to the fourth row, everything's good. Go to the fifth row, everybody's there. Then I hear, meow. I'm like, okay, what's up with that? Who's doing it? And this little girl in the very front row says, you have to meow back at him. He identifies as a cat. Are you kidding me? I said, is there a litter box in here somewhere? My sarcasm self probably shouldn't have said that. He gets up and he storms out of the classroom. And I'm like, rough. And of course, the entire class is laughing. And I think, no problem, no foul. I go to the office. You ready for this? To check out. They said, we no longer need your services if you can't identify with all the children in the classroom. And you wonder why they don't have any subs.
Now, it gets better. If you feel that the answer to rising crime rates, it's to defund the police. Keep in mind, crime rates are rising, murder rates are rising, homicide is rising, burglary is rising, crime is rising in everything area. And the answer is, no, not more police, less police. Well, if you believe that less police is the answer to fighting crime, then guess what? You are a conservative. Now, if you feel that a conversation about gender or sexual identity or transgender issues, if you feel that is a conversation that is completely inappropriate for somebody, let's say, I don't know, in kindergarten, guess what? Congratulations, you are a conservative.
Parents are not happy with the Rockland Charter School Academy for having transgender discussions in a kindergarten class.
And these parents feel betrayed by the school district that they were not notified.
Those discussions were earlier this summer during the last few days of the academic school year.
CBS 13's Sharon Roget joins us live from Rockland, where a school board meeting just wrapped up. Sharon.
Sam and Adrian, it was quite an emotional board meeting at Rockland Academy tonight, and it was standing room only with parents and teachers speaking out tonight about a teacher who read books to her kindergartner class. And also during that time, that kindergartner was going through a transition in front of her peers. And tonight that teacher spoke out.
And what I will share over and over again is how proud I was of my students.
An emotional Rockland Academy teacher addressing a packed house of parents, many furious about her decision to discuss the topic of gender identity inside her kindergarten class.
It was never my intent to harm any students, only to support them through a difficult situation.
The teacher defended her actions to read 2 books she says were given to her by a transgender child going through a transition.
The kindergartners came home very confused about whether or not you can pick your gender, whether or not they really were a boy or a girl.
Parents say besides the books, the transgender student at some point during class also changed clothes and was revealed as her true gender. And many parents say they feel betrayed and blindsided.
I want her to hear from me as a parent what her gender identity means to her and to our family. Not from a book that may be controversial.
My daughter went home crying, shaking, so afraid that she could turn into a boy.
The issue was not on the agenda, so parents spoke out during Monday night's public comment.
It's really about the parents being informed and involved and, giving us the choice and the rights about, what's getting introduced to our kids and at what age.
And if you feel a need to cancel people, to call people homophobic, to call people transphobic, to call people racist, to have people lose their jobs, and to even, in many cases, to commit physical violence against people just because they disagree with you, simply because they disagree with you.
More fallout from the election, this time in Chicago. We got this video that is so disturbing, and I don't know about you. When I saw this, the first thing I thought was Reginald Denny. A motorist dragged out of his car, and what you're going to see in this video, you're going to hear people yelling, "You vote for Trump, this is what you get." And this man was beaten severely, and his car was stolen. Watch.
In 2016, something that the president was really proud of in his campaign was that it was self-funded and that he had a lot of small...
Oh, nice.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I'm fine.
Is that spit?
Are you serious? I'm fine. Sorry. I'm sorry that happened.
If you feel, like we are allowed to respectfully disagree as a society. If you feel that we're allowed to do that, well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You are a conservative. I know. Who would have thought, right? So this is why the left, or should I say the Democratic Party, they are going to get completely slaughtered in the midterms because they just keep isolating more and more and more and more people, and it's just going to turn into a bloodbath. And what's amazing is how the left has allowed a small minority of people to completely control what is the talking points, what is the legislation, and what are the policies for this country or for the Democratic Party. The vast majority of people I know don't want to participate in things like, we can't use the term ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start teaching kids about, transgenderism in kindergarten. The vast majority of people I know don't think that's a good idea, regardless of the political party. So, those are my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, support the merch, Buy Black. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of A Different Point of View. Peace.